Witam bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Spichris, Wrota Baldura 3. Bo się zastanawiałem, czy nie zakosić tego posążka Sylwanusa, ale na razie chyba tego nie zrobię. Natomiast gadam z Alvarem. Tak? Okej. Nikt nie pilnował. I chyba pójdę na zewnątrz robić inne rzeczy, natomiast jeśli chodzi o ten posążek, to chyba poczekam z nim, aż rozwiążę sprawę z Kagą i druidzi przestaną być źle nastawieni do diabłów, bo wtedy jak nawet go ukradnę, to oni nie powinni zaatakować. Teraz jakbym to zrobił, to spróbują zaatakować. Tam są sposoby, żeby to zrobić tak na lewo troszeczkę, bo można kombinować z jakimś pojemnikiem, można spróbować wyrzucić poza tak jakby obszar gry, ale to powoduje zacięcie się questa i nie chciałbym tego. Tam piszę coś innego w questie, no to nie chciałbym, żeby się okazało, że znowu mi się coś zawiesiło. O, może tak. Więc spróbuję to zrobić w normalny sposób, tylko później.
If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Możesz opóźnić rytuał?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
W takim razie czemu jej się nie pozbędziesz?
A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it.
Nie go domyślam. W sumie też sam nie powinienem. Powinien mieć jakąś trzecią opcję tutaj do wyboru jeszcze, nie?
Within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once.
Nie, to też nie jest opcja. Nie jestem morderczynią do wynajęcia, nie?
But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss.
No nie mamy.
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the watch. You're too honest to be a...
Diabeł, którego znasz, autobiografia. No tak. Dobra. Lecę w świat w takim razie. Tutaj chyba niewiele już mam do zrobienia. Aby pójść na te bagna i pogrążyć Kagę. Ona wtedy powinna się odkryć i powinna być opcja właśnie tej kradzieży bez rozlewu dalszego krwi. No nic, zobacz. Może się uda akurat.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself.
To jest dobra na
They're survivors,
też.
not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
Dobra. W stronę bagien. I po drodze jeszcze coś teoretycznie mógłbym podziałać. Parę punktów doświadczenia zdobyć. Ile mi tam jeszcze brakuje? Ło, sporo.
Aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zel K'Choki, and my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
Dobra, się nie wymądrzej. Gdzieś nie ma zakopanego.
Might be useful.
Wow.
My,
Ah.
what manner of place is
A
this?
żmija.
A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure.
Rozmawiam z myszą czy kotem? Dobra, znasz moje dokonania?
I'm rather the admirer of the sanguine arts, even if I wasn't quite born under a killing moon myself. Shall we withdraw? We have much to discuss, to our mutual satisfaction. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
W sumie przyjemny wystrój.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Zignoruj go i zacznij nakładać sobie jedzenie na talerz. Dawaj.
Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Książkę
Am
dopiero
I a
czytałem.
friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
No dobra, ale dlaczego miałbyś mi pomóc?
Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
No dobra, ale postradałeś zmysły, jeśli sądzisz, że będę układać się z diabłem.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Wyrwę ci ten kłamliwy jęzor.
Ah, yes, the tongue. Yet another piece of pleasurable anatomy you'll soon have to do without. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Lep od niego dostałem. Znaczy zebrałem sobie. Kleik. Daje uzdrowienie. Zastanawiam się, czy to jest w sumie prawdziwe, nie? To, co od niego wziąłem, bo mam dziwne wrażenie, że tam na tym stole to nie było prawdziwe. To jakaś iluzja była tylko, nie? Jakoś tak. Dobra, chodź już normalnie, nie skacz.
What's that?
Zaraz się przekonamy, co to.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
O tak. Znając moje szczęście, czego ja mogłem się spodziewać?
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. Is gold so precious to spiders?
Odejdź. A inną postacią? Może nią na przykład?
Eager for battle.
No, nią.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in
A,
the
już nic nie mogę. Nie wyszedł mi tamten rzut, to już nic więcej. Dobra.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of
3K4,
spiders.
1K4. Pika nad zwierzętami. No spróbuję. To mi nie wyszło, może teraz będzie łatwiej. Kurde.
Agitated clacking chokes your thoughts. The spiders skitter about, more nervous than before.
Oj, 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 oj. Kimś jeszcze będę mógł spróbować, czy już też nie?
The back of the crevice lies a bag
Mogę.
enfolded in
Dobra,
the
pykam nad
chitinous
zwierzętami jeszcze
squabbling of
raz.
spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Kurde. Pech to pech.
The spiders skitter about, more nervous.
Odejdź. No to co? Chodź, wariacie.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
No, to zostaną mi jeszcze zwinne dłonie.
Skitter about, more
Chodź. Ostatnia jesteś.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Kurde no.
The spiders
To zwinne
skitter
dłonie jeszcze
about,
spróbuję w takim
more
razie.
nervous than before.
Mamy biegłość w zwinnych dłoniach. Rękawice mocy. Astralna wiedza, zręczność. Próbuj. Jest.
The spiders scatter and you stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Pajęczyk kokon jajowy. Dobra, weź wszystko. Może się kiedyś użyje. Przednim razem jak rozgrywałem, to Chyba ani razu tego nie użyłem.
Very well.
Mi się przynajmniej wydaje. No złaś. Zastanawiam się, czy faktycznie iść od razu na te bagna, bo tam są dosyć mocni przeciwnicy. Jakby nie patrzeć, ja mam dopiero 3. poziom. Czy nie lepiej pójść najpierw tutaj do tego... nie tu, niżej. Do tych tutaj tych goblinów. Ratuj uchodźców, wróć do Zulwora. Tutaj uratuj goblinkę Sazę. I zapoluj na karlach. O, karlach mogę do drużyny w sumie jeszcze zawinąć, nie? Sam
think you can
naprawdę nie
search
wiem,
for you later?
ale chyba jednak zdobędę
I
trochę
know they
poziomu
do not.
najpierw.
It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
Chociaż
They
tak
pursued them nonchalantly.
jeszcze z jeden.
Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many and will not be a burden to my queen.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
A, tutaj akcja z tym, z odźwiedziem, jak go tam zwali.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
No dobra, kapłan jest ranny, mogę mu pomóc, jeśli mi pozwolicie.
He's hurt badly, and Owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do.
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Dobra, wytrzymaj jego spojrzenie,
Your
spróbuję.
minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will. She.
No tak, a mogę od razu na niego leczenie
Ed,
rzucić.
please.
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Dobra. Szukam druida.
I don't know any druids.
A co tu robicie w ogóle?
We know that all too well, ma'am, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
Najwierniejszą? Może coś się jeszcze dowiem?
Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
No dobra, ale powiedz mi więcej o tych
I
zbiegach.
don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
No dobra, ale ja przeżyłem katastrofę tego statku, jednego zbiega już znaleźliście. Mogę ich oszukać w sumie. Ale nie. Możecie odszukać tę bestię i pomścić swojego brata. Dobra. Trzeba im po prostu wpiernić, spuścić, bo raczej nie przyjmą tego dobrze do wiadomości.
You! Brynna! Killer!
Lazil pochwala? Okej, dobra. Jestem za. No to siup. Co oni tam potrafią? 10 punktów życia to niewiele. No to najpierw nią chyba, co? Chyba, że... O, w sumie mogę obydwoje spróbować rąbnięciem. Fake krytyka. I zostało 5 punktów życia. O! To czyż ty? O tak? Chybienie? Nieładnie. Bardzo nieładnie. O tak, jak zwykle. 1 punkt życia został, jak zwykle. Pom. Nawiedzenie. Inspiracja. Okej.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Moving in.
Dobra, widzę, z tymi z dwójką można będzie sobie pogadać. Trochę to warte. Kolczuga.
Strange power resonates within the corpse.
Właśnie, gdzie jest kijanka?
Calls to you. Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
No i co? Kijanka próbuje wywrzeć na ciebie wpływ, staw opór. Daj się prowadzić ciekawości, uwolnij Kijankę. Zaakceptuj pragnienie porozumienia z Kijanką. Spróbuj ją zmusić, by się uwolniła. Kurde, no spróbuję zmusić, żeby się uwolniła. Dawaj, zobaczymy, co to będzie. O, au! I kijanka na zapas jest.
How would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
Drzewce złamanej włóczni.
Killing is good.
Zabieram.
It calls the weak.
No, chyba dało się
But
coś złożyć.
theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I swoje rodzeństwo uważasz za cenne? W sumie tak. Co tu robiłeś? Dobra, co wiesz o broni?
From the sky, taken by infidels.
On mówi o tej kostce? Co możesz mi powiedzieć o Absolute?
Do not fight her. Power, such power.
Jakbym słyszał Palpatina normalnie. Power! Ultimate power! Bzzz, pioruny jeszcze. Powinny być.
Adorn, a true soul, a chosen.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Nie? Co masz teraz?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Serving the absolute, following her true souls. The absolute's chosen few, my brother, they hear her words. Our leader, our goddess, our future. Bow to her or die.
Jak umarłaś?
Serving the absolute, following her true souls.
Nie, mogę odpowiedzieć coś w stylu zabiła mnie jakaś druica, nie?
Brinner, faithful servant to the absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No i dobra. Weź to wyłącz, a jak to wyglądasz? Będę tego sobie odźwiedzia. Nie mam czarów. Kurde, może w końcu by jednak odpoczął.
Don't mind if I do.
Tylko odpoczął, albo poszedł gdzie indziej. Przydało mi się chociaż ten jeszcze jeden poziom wbić. Co bardzo chciałbym jakoś mocno, często, gęsto wypoczywać.
No traps, please.
O, siema psiak. Zatem właśnie jak zechcę sobie teraz odpocząć, to stracę możliwość rozmawiania ze zwierzętami. Nie? Schowek myśliwego, ale nic nie ma. Okej. Dobra, zagadam do niego. Siemano. Cześć, Drapek. Nie mam dla niego jakiejś kiełbasy? Wszystko do obozu wrzuciłem. Jup. Ty, posępna, ty mi w końcu coś miłego nie powiesz?
Hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
To diabeł, nie powinniśmy mu ufać i już.
No doubts at
Nie?
all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
Nie zmienię zdania, tak, nie możemy ufać
Good.
diabłowi.
That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rat to
Odpuszczała mnie.
break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Znasz takich, co robią podobne rzeczy? Zna wszystkie piekła, co to za jedni. Chyba wyczuwam nutkę podziwu w twoim tonie. No nie, no w takim razie cieszę się, że podjęłam właściwą decyzję.
Perhaps you didn't. See? Sowing doubt is an old trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Te malowidła w gaju, coś cię w nich zaintrygowało.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Nieprawda, nieprawda.
Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Że to się od niej znowu nie dowiedziałem, ale... Od razu Rzym zbudowano. Ty co tam, wariacie? Nie smutno ci tu samemu?
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
No jak to nie? Jeszcze żyjemy, się nie przemieniliśmy. Nie ma racji. Nie wyczerpaliśmy jeszcze wszystkich możliwości.
Maybe. But all that take your time, I'll wait nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone that liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win.
Idziemy go pionkami. Wyraźnie mu to pokażemy.
Maybe.
Tak.
But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance. You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you. I like it.
No dobra, jak sądzicie, nas czeka wieża wschodzącego księżyca?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Jeszcze jak raz zagadam, bo miał nowy tekst. Coś przegapiłem, może teraz coś jeszcze powie?
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
Nie. Ta nasza wrednowata żabula.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Tak? Co to znaczy?
Githyanki knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Dobra, czego ścigali?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many plains. Chuk. Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Pewna jesteś?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
No taka wiedza jest raczej cenna.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities. Speak.
No to tyle z nią. To jeszcze nie gadałem chyba.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
No dokładnie tak. Dokładnie tak.
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Nie martw się. Nie interesują mnie pakty.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Nie pij tyle, bo
The
głupoty
blade
zaczynasz
of
gadać.
frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
No dobra, kim jest twoje źródło, co? Cwaniaczku?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Jak straciłeś oko?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Kleryk, nachyl się uważnie, przyjrzyj oku. No dobra.
Tiny groove spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
Twoje oko to kamień komunikacyjny?
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens. His jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Mu się nie spodobałoby mu, nie? Nie no, zmienimy temat.
Gladly. Anything more we should discuss?
To, że nie pamiętam, czy to może być sprawka pasożyta, może coś wiesz na ten
Seems
temat?
unusual to me. Then again, we're talking about tadpoles inserted into our brains by rubber-skinned tentacle monsters. There's nothing usual about it. All the more reason to stick close. I think you'll agree.
Czuję żądzę krwi.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by elithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. Well met.
Czyli tyle, dobra. To jeszcze Mark.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil.
No tak. Masz dziwną definicję zalotu.
Believe me, That was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
No dobra, ale czego ten diabeł tak bardzo pragnie?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
Dobra, nie do końca rozumiem, o co ci chodzi.
I'm the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Niby dobrze gada, ale to jednak diabeł cały czas.
What's on your mind?
No dobra, ta twoja przypadłość. Czym go wymaga magii, no?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Dobra, myślę, że mam magiczny przedmiot, który może cię zainteresować.
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
No dobra, nie to nie. Bye bye. Dobra, kiubachę mam. Z wszystkimi pogadałem, z nim nie ma po co.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
No chodź, piesku.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
Dobra, co tu się stało?
I told you to go.
Dobra, zobaczmy obroże.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
You know my name? Interesting. A predator wouldn't care to learn it. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
O, z kapłana mogę. Twój pan jest już ze swoim bóstwem, przykro mi.
It's not over yet. He'll wake up. Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Udowodnijmy, że mężczyzna nie żyje, krzyknij do zwłok. Nie. A co właściwie się stało?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
Możesz do mnie dołączyć, nie?
No, I won't leave him.
co, jeśli cię nie zbudzi? Może za moim zapachem do mojego obozu.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Papa. A chyba listy tylko. Nie wiem, czy one w ogóle do czegoś są potrzebne. Nie wkurzy się piesio? No najwyraźniej nie.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Run, Fleetfoot, Courier Company.
No dobra, dowiedziałem się, czym się zajmował. Co robiłeś w lesie w ogóle?
Letters, delivery to Baldur's Gate.
I co ci się stało?
Pack of gnolls, claws, teeth.
Gdzie trzymałeś listy?
Bang.
Dziwne pytanie, bo skoro już wiem, gdzie to było, nie? Nie wiadomo w sumie po co.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Okej, coś tam się dowiedziałem. Zapomnij na karlach. I to pewnie zrobię. Ale to zrobię w kolejnym odcinku. To już trochę długawy się robi. Który oczywiście bardzo, bardzo serdecznie zapraszam. Do usłyszenia.